Yo guys, welcome back to Keynote. I'm now here to review WWE SmackDown for the 15th of July. And yes, this one's going to be an interesting one now. We're going to be rating all the matches and all the segments out of 10. And at the end, we're going to be rating the whole show out of 10 now. So here is now the official review. So the show, of course, got started with Bianca Belair coming out saying that, oh yeah, she's of course going to beat Asuka later on tonight. And all that, and then bloody Charlotte Flair came out saying, "Oh yeah, I think you're gonna win, Bianca. So can we agree a match right now for SummerSlam, me versus you?" And then yeah, they ended up shaking hands and all of that, and um, yeah, that was it really. And then they were also wearing some awful kind of fashion things that they've got, like their fashion sense is absolutely awful, both of them. Charlotte was wearing this massive black thing, which metal coming out. I don't even know what it was, but yeah, the segment, in my opinion, I don't know. It just gets I don't know. It just gets a 5 out of 10. Really, nothing really too special. Just trying to get us hyped up for later on in the night, I guess. Okay, then we did get a match with Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus Pretty Deadly. This one was interesting. Sheamus started off the match well, slamming Prince onto the match straight away, going after them. Then obviously, as soon as Ridge Holland came in, that is when Pretty Deadly were able to come in and take over a bit and get their rhythm going during this match. Looking at my notes here. Oh yeah, Pretty Deadly. Oh wait, no, I've said that. Sheamus then comes in and gives him 30 beats to the chest, which was quite mad to be fair. And then yeah, we had a break, and then we come back. Pretty Deadly are in control, and then we're able to see Rich Holland throwing Pretty Deadly around when he gets back in control. When he eventually got a hot tag. And then, well, the match ended eventually with Prince exposing the turnbuckle. Rich Holland got a bit. No, the referee was distracted while Rich Holland was a bit hurt. Rich Holland's throat went right into the turnbuckle, and yeah, that's been damaged for a few weeks apparently. I forgot all about that, and then yeah, 1, 2, 3, that's over. I thought it was a decent match. I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. To be fair, I did enjoy that one. It was a good one, and I assume they probably will keep this kind of feud going on SmackDown for a bit longer. I assume now, in my opinion, it's going to be interesting. Okay, then we did get a Bloodline package from everything that happened with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns and stuff, and so it's covering Jey Uso last week. We got a video package and all of that. Interesting. We of course then we went backstage and we got Charlotte Flair saying to Adam Pearce that she's leaving and she's not going to get involved in the Asuka and Bianca Belair match later on tonight. Then a few seconds later, Bailey and Io Sky come in and say, "Oh yeah, Charlotte's not the only one who's excited for tonight," or something. I remember, and then Charlotte then eventually came back and said, "I've had a change of plan. I'm staying now," probably because she wanted to try and be there to prevent a cash in or something. I'm guessing, as that is what was being teased. Yeah, don't really need to rate that or anything. Okay, then we do come back after a break with Bailey versus Selena Vega. It was a pretty quick match, to be fair, though. Selena Vega actually looked, she was kind of whipping Bailey with this flip-flop looking thing, which is an object. So I was a bit confused of why the match didn't actually end in a DQ, because isn't not like when you're hitting someone with an object, that's meant to be a DQ. Yeah, exactly. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Bailey won the match anyway. A few 30 seconds later with the rose plant, and yeah, 1, 2, 3. Bailey wins. I think it was a bit of a distraction by Io Sky as well. There were quite a few distractions tonight. But yeah, Bailey ended up winning. I want to see a little bit better for Selena Vega, to be fair. She is fans really do like her as well. She does get a good reaction, so it is a shame that, especially how quick the match was. We do want to see a bit more from her, because Selena Vega is also a really good wrestler as well. And I do like the character at the moment with the NWO and stuff for her, to be fair. But yeah, oh, and then I can't forget. I was about to forget. We saw Shotzi popping onto the screen saying, "Oh yeah, you may think I'm weird." And then she started shaving all of her hair. Now she's bald. And yeah, well, I already did think she was weird, but that's taking it to a whole new bloody level. I'm not gonna lie. I found this extremely weird and really distressing because I don't like seeing women go bald. I find it so strange, man. Jeez, like off their own choice as well. I don't know. I find it weird. Not my kind of thing. But yeah, I just 3 out of 10. That whole thing gets really just pointless, really. Our match, but yeah, then obviously I assume the whole Shotzi and Bailey and Io thing is going to continue going on. Yeah, that's what I assume. We then come back and we have then got Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa while confronting Jey Uso kind of thing. And then we come back and then we got and Paul Heyman saying everything that happened last week to Jimmy is all Jay's fault, and then Paul Heyman was basically saying, "Oh yeah, well your parents will never forgive you for this and all that," and then Solo grabbed the mic saying, "Oh yeah, I'll never forgive you," and then yeah, they both started brawling, and then Jey Uso kind of stood tall, and then he super kicked Paul Heyman. Solo Sikoa comes back, and then Jay takes him out again, and then it looks like Jay's about to hit Paul with the chair. But Solo Sikoa came back in and then took the hit for Paul Heyman, and decent segment. Again, it's always a good segment when it has anything to do with the bloodline. I'm excited for next week when Roman appears. That gets an 8. I can't get my words out. That gets an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. 8 out of 10 that segment in my opinion. It's always good when the bloodline are in a segment. They never fail. They never fail to entertain us. It's always, always, always good. No, they never fail to not entertain us. Or I don't know. Like it's always good when they're doing stuff. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Anyway, we then I can't get my words out. We then got a United States Championship. It wasn't a number one contenders match, so we got another one next week. Just a fatal four-way match, well, a championship contenders match, we'll say, for the United States Championship with Grayson Waller, Butch, Santos Escobar, and AJ Styles. This one was a very good match, in my opinion. I really enjoyed this one. So basically, in this match, it did start off with, kind of Grayson Waller and going out and kind of confronting Austin Theory, and then they're having a little bit of a back and forth outside the ring. Then eventually, Grayson Waller has a good double pin attempt. And AJ Styles does have a few good moments in this one. He does show off his strength with quite a few good moves in this one, which was good to see. Obviously, AJ Styles had good moments. He was throwing some good kicks around as well. And he was looking good in this one. Good moments in this match was a Santos Escobar triple power bomb. I think it was from the middle rope. That was a good moment. And then we heard the crowd saying this is awesome and stuff. And it's a very good match overall. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Escobar and Butch had some real good moments in this match together. I mean, they were it was some real good moves between the two when these two were going at it. Really good stuff there. AJ Styles was about to win the match, but Karrion Kross ended up coming onto the screen, attacking like Gallows and Anderson, the OC, and then AJ Styles got distracted as he was about to hit the Styles Clash onto Butch. And then he eventually went running back to try and help them. Then Grayson Waller came and attacked AJ Styles. Then he got into the ring, and he hit his flying, I don't know, head break or net break or something. I don't know what the move's called again. But you know what I'm talking about, onto Butch. Grayson Waller was hurt though after that happened. And then Santos Escobar comes in with the splash. And 1, 2, 3, Santos Escobar pins Grayson Waller, which I wasn't too happy to see that Grayson Waller was pinned, but overall it was a great match, and I'm kind of glad that Santos Escobar won, to be fair. I'm giving that one an 8 out of 10, that match. There we go. Okay, next we of course got an LA Knight. Oh wait, no. But before we do go on to that though, I assume that the match between, Escobar and whoever wins the Fatal 4-Way next week will then face, the two winners will then face, and the winner of that faces Austin Theory at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Anyway, then we next get the LA Knight promo. He's saying that he will be in the championship contender fatal 4-way match next week. He says that Austin Theory's championship hopes are in trouble because he's coming for it. Obviously, LA Knight, he's so over. Everybody loves him, of course. The whole crowd always love him. Always getting a good reaction. I always smile whenever he's got a segment, to be fair, no matter what it is. It gets a 9 out of 10 because it's an LA Knight promo. And we all know how bloody good he is at cutting the promos, of course. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 for that. And, yeah, it's good to see LA Knight on the show because he wasn't bloody on it last week. Anyway, we then come to our main event. It's Asuka versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley and Io come to watch from ringside. They're kind of teasing a cash-in, of course. Charlotte then also comes waving her ticket around like Bianca Belair was doing a few weeks ago on the London episode. And then she's also watching from the other side at ringside. It wasn't the greatest of matches, to be fair. Asuka was going through a few arm bars in that match. And then, yeah, basically Bianca Belair and Charlotte got outside the ring. And then they were having a bit of confrontation between each other, arguing and stuff. It's just the same old stuff and what we've seen from a few weeks. That's basically what the whole feud's been about. It's nothing too special, really. Speak on it all in a minute, though. They were arguing, and then Io Sky comes in, and then she whacks Charlotte on the back with the briefcase. Then I think what happened was Charlotte tried to spear Io. She ended up then spearing Bianca. Then that match obviously ended in a DQ. Surprise. Yeah, totally didn't expect that. I did expect it. It was obvious. Yeah, it ended in a DQ, basically. And then Io, Sky, and Bayley then tried to cash in. And then they got Asuka in. Io was about to jump from the top rope, but then Asuka got up and then blew mist into Bayley's face. So she was about to hand the Io's contract into the referee. And then, yeah, that couldn't happen in the end. So, yeah, the cash-in didn't happen. And it keeps on being teased. And, yeah, the whole segment, yeah, it just gets a 4 out of 10. Pretty poor. And, yeah, overall, I'm not enjoying the whole Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Charlotte segment. I'm not bloody enjoying it, to be fair. I feel like it's just the same old stuff. Them just consistently arguing, just over. I don't know. I know it just winds me up. To be fair, I'm not really enjoying that whole segment kind of thing. But yeah, that one gets a 4 out of 10 overall. What would I rate the whole show? I don't know. I feel like we got a really good fatal 4-way match. I feel like all the matches were. I feel like, yeah, the 2 matches that were good were the fatal 4-way match and the first one between Sheamus and Rich Holland versus Pretty Deadly. I thought those 2 were the good matches. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with AJ Styles and Karrion Kross. Will they face at SummerSlam? Probably. We're going to hear from Roman Reigns next week on whether he will accept Jey Uso's challenge, which he should do. Let's be real. And, you know, I made a video on it. I do think Jey Uso should beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with it all, though. The whole bloodline thing's really interesting at the minute. And, yeah, it's going to be, and yeah, I assume next week we're going to get the announcement between, Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca, and then with Io Sky also watching on with her briefcase. It's going to be interesting because they always seem to be keeping on teasing her cash in, of course. So you never know when it is going to come, to be fair. With the woman as well, I saw a stat actually that Io Sky is actually the second most reigning women's Money in the Bank behind Carmella, because literally all of the women have either cashed it in on like the night they've won it, or on like the following night, or the following week or something. So yeah, I know it's gonna be interesting, but I do think Io Sky makes a good Mrs. Money in the Bank, and hopefully she's able to win it soon. I mean, I reckon it might be at SummerSlam where Io wins it, to be fair. And yeah, it'll be interesting if she does. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. What do I rate the show out of 10? No, before we end, can't forget that. I think we'll say 7.5. I think we'll say 7.5 in my opinion. That's what we'll say. I wanted to give it an 8, but nah. I think I gave last week like a 8 or a 9 or something. It definitely wasn't better than last week. So yeah, 7.5 in my opinion for this one. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, King. I'll speak to you on the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.